Cable.
No, it's not. Guys, I really don't know if that's the problem. Oh, yeah, it might be. Are you happy with it being that much closed?
Yeah, but the cable needs to go that way. I think it will help.
Well, oh wait, is our hole saw here? Overall though, you guys did a bang up job here. Good job. Nice weather stripping. Okay. Oh no. Oh wow, we definitely made a tactical mistake. Oh man. This is really bad. I should not have widened that hole. Oh yeah, there she goes. Woo!
Yay!
Ow, hot!
Why? Don't touch!
You know what? For that being by hand,
It's pretty good.
Like almost 90 degrees.
I need a little clearance here. Give her the old leany
Oh my
lean.
God, all the plants are gonna.
No, they're fine. It's good for them. They like sideways gravity. Ah, there's hot metal filings everywhere. Oh my gosh, it burns.
It's almost like friction.
They're like red hot, and they fall on my hand. Ah! That freaking hurts.
We put gloves on.
I think my arms are covered in burns.
So to finish some of the cables up, we're going to use our upcoming magnet cable holders. These are actually the medium plates. We forgot to bring the small plates. But what these do is you can either use the 3M on the back to stick it to a surface, or they actually got little pass-through holes, so you could screw it into something. And then use these little bridges. Cables go in there. Boom. Just like that. And that's so sick and easy. I love it.
Russian Fishing 4.
Well, don't ask me. It's in your game library.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I can't look around.
You can't?
I can't. Can only move forward and back.
Does it work on this one? Dang it, what the heck? Why? This is actually running shockingly smoothly. This has got to be pre-rendered.
All right.
Holy crap, I don't think this is pre-rendered. I thought he flipped the bird there. That face he made? Hey, all right, couch potatoes. Quit sitting around, let's work off those pounds. Woo! Oh, I'm sorry, did I just body shame you? Here, this will make you feel better.
Why do I? Oh my gosh. Why this?
I got you a Peloton. And this will make it feel better. It's a whole thing. Wow. Peloton launched a campaign where the husband gives the wife a Peloton, and then body positivity activists were super mad about it. And then Ryan Reynolds hired the woman to do an ad for Aviation Gin when he owned it. Okay, but you guys who get it will get it. The point is, let's have a look at the last and biggest piece of the upgrade here. This is really cool though. Come on, let's clap those pounds away. Small medium, by the way. I paid $50 for this costume. Wow.
I was gonna ask how much you spent on costumes today.
Too much. Okay. To be clear, it's okay to give someone a Peloton when they ask for it. I have to confess to you I have never actually seen one of these things in action. Have you tried it out yet?
I did.
Yeah, so how does it work? I see it's got a camera so it can watch you sweat,
If you
which is not a weird thing to do. Is it
look
make
at
it's-
you.
Pamamanhid at tusok-tusok, take doctor-prescribed Neurobion, B vitamins that help relieve nerve damage and regenerate the nerves para tulungan maibsan ang sintomas ng nerve damage. Neurobion B vitamins.
No more pukpuk timpla pakulo. Argentina Tender Tapa. Narekta luto na.
What's up? I'm Troubleshoot in this at Distant Horizons adds all of this that you can see in the distance here beyond, 12 chunks or however much vanilla Minecraft renders with very little performance impact. It does this by using LODs, which are essentially much lower quality versions of terrain. Like this mountain over here could just be a box, and another box, 3 separate objects instead of 10 million small little blocks. That's how LODs work, and that's how Distant Horizons, this actually keeps pretty much the full quality in some way or another. It's super optimized, however, as the name suggests, it's only compatible with NVIDIA due to OpenGL extensions only working specifically with NVIDIA. So that's unfortunately the one downside, but NVIDIA and Distant Horizons can be used together. The only other drawback is that NVIDIA doesn't allow shaders simply because of how it works. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's actually get into installing a Distant Horizons. So, and you can do some load finishes as the latest one, in my case 1.20.4, that's supported by NVIDIA as well, in this case 1.20.4.4. That's supported by NVIDIA as well, in this case 1.20.4 is supported. So, simply click Install with Create Profile checked, and that's it. You've now successfully installed Fabric. What you'll need to do then is click this link over here, or for featured versions here. Then at the very top, use Filter Versions, latest release here. With the latest Fabric API downloaded, we'll need to add this to our Minecraft mods folder. If you don't know how to get there, hold on to it. Straight here and view Windows Test Mod and this folder is working properly. Head across to the NVIDIA link down below. Once again, download the version here that matches, otherwise see all, filter versions 1.20.4 or your version, and download the latest one here. Then drag it into your mods folder. Now, we'll also be downloading Bobby, which should help raise our render distance even on servers that don't support it. Once again, see all, select the version here, and download the latest one that matches. Drag it into your mods folder, and now we'll be downloading a couple more mods just to make sure we have a ton of performance. The first one I'd recommend is Sodium, which should increase our FPS hugely. So, see all, versions 1.20.4, download. Then Sodium Extra, which is a couple more options for even more granular control over our FPS. You know the spiel, see all, 1.20.4 and download. Then Lithium as well, see all, 1.20.4, download. Indium, see all, 1.20. See all, 1.20.4. Download. Indium, see all, 1.20.4, download, and that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, Iris shaders, which is something that I showed you in my previous video, isn't compatible. Indium, see all, 1.20.4, download. And that's pretty isn't compatible itself when you try to use shaders. It's unfortunate quickly sodium, and that's it. We should now be at the here with some of the mods from the beta installer from Iris. So Iris, even though we can't really use it here, Sodium Fabric, Indium, and of course Distant Horizons Alpha. I'll copy these, and in my current mods folder next to Invidium, I'll delete Indium as well as Sodium, as we'll be replacing those now. Iris. So Iris, even though we can't really use it here, Sodium in my current mods Horizon to show you that they can work together, so we can keep more of the world loaded. And let's open the Minecraft launcher, and in here, what I'd recommend you do, if you have extra RAM available, is give Minecraft some more RAM to play around with, so we can keep more of the world loaded at once. I'll select Fabric Loader 1.20.4, which is the version we installed. Then on the Installations tab, we'll head across to it, click the three dots, Edit, Expand More Options, and scrolling down, XMX 2G means 2 GB of RAM can be allocated to Minecraft and nothing more. You can open your task manager with Control Shift and Escape. Then under Performance, followed by Memory, you can see I'm currently using 49 of my 128 gigs of RAM. This is a ludicrous amount. You'll probably be using 4 of 8 or 4 of 16. What you'll want to do is give Minecraft maybe up to 75% of the RAM that's left and free on your PC. You can see the available amount over here, say 8. That leaves some more in the background for other programs and browsers, a crazy amount of RAM, so I'll be giving this 64 gigs to play with. I'll save it and fire up Fabric Loader 1.20 disabled, just so you can see. In here, we'll head across to Options, and I'll make sure that
Press Enter to enable the narrator.
Distant Horizons is disabled, just so you can see exactly what Invidium does. Under setup, the mods version also patch it makes download. PS and which is unfortunately extra Sodium.
Insufficient balance, please top up.
Then later on, enable him to show you
Insufficient
so we don't
balance,
have 2 copies
please top up.
I'll copy
Insufficient balance,
these,
please
and
top
in my
up.
current mods folder next to Invidium, I'll delete
got the same outfit
Video.
almost.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, well let's do that then. 80s rock ride.
Me?
Well,
No,
yeah,
no, no,
I
no.
don't need to ride it.
You got the outfit. What do
Wait.
you mean?
Jeez, this is ridiculous. I have to keep that speed?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
This is warm up.
What? This is. How long do I have to do this for?
Half an hour.
I can't do that.
Why not?
What the whole? That's like 300 watts. That's it. That's all I got. I got no cardio. Whew.
Together, right? If you edit, you can check that it's, and I'll make sure that Distant Horizons is disabled just so you can see exactly what Invidium does. Under Video Settings, Invidium, which is brand new, you'll see that it should be enabled. If it's complaining about being disabled, make sure to head across to the shader packs that it should be enabled. If it's complaining about being disabled, just right, in here we'll head across to Options, and I'll make sure that Distant Horizons is disabled just so you can see exactly what Invidium does. Under Video Settings, Invidium, which is brand new, you'll see that it should be enabled. If it's complaining about being disabled, make sure to head across to this. I'll head to world rounding, let's say 12 chunks. My FPS is around 750 apparently, 600, let's call it 500, 600 on average, and we can only see options video, 14 chunks. Now, you may think that Invidium isn't working, and you'd technically be wrong. It actually is working at this point. What's happening here is that it's keeping chunks up to 100 chunks away in any direction. So, if I were to take off here and fly away, you'll see that the distant chunks here aren't unloading, even though we're loading new chunks here. I can fly actually incredibly far, so I'll F3 and N to enter spectator mode, scroll up to fly faster, and we'll quickly take into the distance so you can see just how far things stay loaded. Right, so that jungle over there is still loaded, pretty much in full quality, and we're all the way over here. We've traveled an incredible distance, and we're still going. Now you can crank this up pretty much as high as you want, and your FPS still stays pretty good. I'll check my FPS, and once again we're at 550, 600, nothing's changed, except for maybe GPU usage. My frames are exactly the same, and the world has an incredible amount of detail loaded into the distance. This is slightly different to Distant Horizons, which does all this generating for you. Here, it just keeps it all loaded. I've raised my render distance just to help it load a little bit faster at once, so we're loading more chunks in one go. If you change your render distance, it seems to reset. Invidium and all of our chunks here are forgotten. But you can see the absolutely crazy sized world that I'm currently rendering in, that I'll be able to see all at once from wherever I'm playing down below. Alright, so if we park off down here somewhere, you'll see that we can see that very distant mountain all the way over there, and of course, the rest of the stuff around us. Unlike Distant Horizons, this area isn't filled in, there, etc., as I haven't been there. If we were to disconnect here, save, and head back, here's where the one major difference comes in. When we reload, all of the chunks that we loaded previously are gone. We'll need to travel around them once more before we can come back here. So this mod is really cool, and the fact that we can load all of these things in the distance in 100% quality pretty much is actually quite a feat, especially that we're not losing any frames at all really. It's a little bit sad that you need NVIDIA hardware to do so, so it's pretty much locked down, but that's that. It's actually a really cool mod, although it may be a little bit limited. Now, let's see what we can do by enabling Distant Horizons. Options, Distant Horizons, Enable, and Enable Generation 2. Now you can see Slack installed or enabled, for example. Also, there's a lot less glitching using just NVIDIA, but anyways, you can see and when we actually get to loading these trees, these ones over here are loaded in fully, and those are actually really cool. All this color, all the way that it's settings, shader packs, and now just pink squares, whereas before you could actually see the leaves. Do it to be honest, the weird glitches that we see with